two sections. So the section one is the conceptual estimating. We did a lot of hand calculations using a couple of weeks, right? And question two is regarding assembly estimating with the beam for the quantity takeoff and the RSMeans database. So since we do not have the RSMeans database, so we will only cover the beam-based quantity takeoff. Okay. So if you're looking for the assignment, sorry, for the example sample, you will see our question one will be regarding the weighted unit cost, right? Which is the same as your assignment one. And the question two is using the unit cost adjustments. I give you a notice here. This is about the relation. Relation is means y is equal to ax plus b, right? So you need to use in this one. So the question three actually is the challenge one. So I give more points over here because it's a combiner. So you are going to find in your time index, time adjustment index, your location adjustment factor, or the size adjustment factor, right? And then the question four is the simplest one, which is only cover the comparable facility estimates. The N will be given to you, as I guarantee that you are not going to find the N. The N will be given to you, right? So let's take a look how to do those works. So for each of the question, you need to show all the steps and a sketch. If they have some cash flow chart, if they have some plots, please show the plots and make sure I want to understanding you already understanding what is it, right? And especially for the relations, please show the plot, right? The plot is looks like this one. So you will be, if you only show the results, there will be no points, right? So definitely you need to show me all the details as you can. So let's take a look at the question one. Over here is CM318, we change the class code, so it's a midterm exam. Is in the exam photo, and you can open it, you can see that one, okay? So there are a couple of the example questions over here. As I told you, those things may be randomly changed. So you may only have 7, you may only have 5 projects, but make sure for this one, the equation you're going to use is the unit cost is equal to A plus 4 times of B plus C divided by what? Divided by 6, right? Don't divide by 7. So 7 is going to finding this summary here, and finding the average here is using this summary result divided by 7 to get in the B, right? Does that make sense? So what is A? A is the minimum, and the C is the maximum, right? So in this case, which one? So this is your unit. So this is your size. And this is your cost. And your unit cost will be your cost divided by your size, right? So this B is not belonging here, it's belonging here. So for each of them, you can find in the all those you need to find for each column, right? So we can do some sample calculations over here.
You say you don't want us to use Excel for this?
Yeah, you can use Excel for your calculations, but for your submission, I need the hand calculations. Does that make sense? So you can use Excel or the calculator for calculation, but submit paperwork. Does that make sense? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to delay this one. Okay, so we can do the sample calculation for this one. So the first one will be 30 400 divided by 400. So you get a 11, 5.02. The second one you have 3129,700 divided by 29800. You get a 105.02.
The next one is 125.
Thank you.
And 160.98.
160.
16.
Uh-huh. And the
0.98.
0.98. Okay.
And 94.75.
Can you see that again?
94.75.
940.
No, just 94.
Okay, 94.
Mm-hmm.
775. Okay, so that's all the unit costs, right? So now we can determine which is A. So this will be the A, right? So A is equal to 19.4, 14.7, 17.5, 19.4.75. And the C is equal to the largest one, right? Which is 125, 125. So you can get in the summary of all those. You can get in that number and then you can find in the B, right? So B is equal to what?
784.78.
718.78.
7. Do you want 4 decimals?
2 is fine.
Okay.
And this will be equal to this will be 112.11. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you can get in the UC is equal to
You want the final number for that?
you get a 11137, right?
Yes.
Okay, then the project is UC times with size. So that will be 111.37 times with
30,000.
30,000. You will get
3,340,021.70.
Is that a correct answer?
Wait, let me see.
So it's in the video recording. Just make sure what you're talking is related to this, okay? All right, so any question for this question one? A different number?
I think I have a different number, Dr. Young, out of 3,341 and 21.70.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Is that correct one? Okay, because the run up. All right, so so this is for the question one. So remember, we are going to use the question one table for the question two, same as your assignment one. So in the past, they have some students still keep doing this using the UC times with 25000 to getting the project counts. So that is incorrect, okay? So we're not going to do this. For this one, we're going to do the plot. So make sure you will have a plot for this one. And remember, the X here is the size, and the Y here is the unit cost, right? So if you look at all those given information here, you will see your size is starting, the smaller size you have is this one. So 1,8,300. And the corresponding cost is 125, which is the maximum one, right? So you have one port here. And for the largest size you have here is this one. You have the largest size here is 41,300. And the corresponding unit cost is 108, something like here. So now you will have a relation here is y is equal to ax plus b. And you are finding they will have some other 1, 2, 5 projects maybe random from over there, right? So that is the sample plot over here. So you only need to highlight you have defined this, the minimum size and the corresponding y, the maximum size and the corresponding y. So because you are going to define these two, x1 is equal to your minimum size 118,300, and you have your y1 is equal to 125. And you have x2 is the largest x, which is 41,700, and your y2 is equal to 108. Does that make sense? Because we were using those two data sets to finding your y is equal to ax plus b, right? So we can put those into this equation, and we will get here is 125 is equal to 1,8,300 a plus b, and we have 108 is 41700 a plus b. So this is your e, and this is your second. So you are using 1 minus 2, you will get 17 is equal to 18700 minus 71 a, right? And then you find that a is a negative 17 divided by this number. So this will be is that similar to your assignment 1 results? I think so.
Yes,
think-
yes, it is.
I think that is exactly the same as your assignment one. Since
Yeah.
we do this one is basically we go over assignment one, okay? So once you determine your A, then you can put A back to one, right? You can put your A back to this one, then you will get 125 is equal to 18300 times with negative 17 divided by this number and the plus B, and you can get your B is equal to some number, right? So take a moment to getting what is a B here. Okay, now you get your B, you get your A, and then you can define your Y is equal to negative 17 divided by this 400 X plus 178.29. So now you know this intersection is 178.29. And you are going to estimate cost of your proposed project size. It is 25,000. So the 25,000 will be likely over here, 25,000, and then you are going to determine this number, right? So you're going to determine this number, and that basically is means you're going to put in this one back, and you get a put X is equal to 25,000 to Y, and you will get the Y is equal to this times with 25,000 and plus 178.29. You will get is in the exam review. Question?
Yes. Where did you get 17?
So this is exactly your assignment one. I think it's everything. Everything, yeah. So this is in the exam photo, which is the example sample. So you can find it in the Blackboard, okay? So so you will get a 120.13. So this is your unit cost. Grace, do you get the same number with me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So then you have your project cost. So some of you submit assignment one, forgot this step. You still need to have your project cost, right? Is equal to your unit, your size is this one times with your 120.13, you have you have 3,205. So this is your final results, looks like. Okay, so again, so this is exam review, and actually is your assignment one review. And make sure you have your project cost. This is important, okay? Any question for this one? Make sure you can have this plot, okay? You can have this plot in your submission for your exam. So
You may have that for.
read here. Show all the steps, sketches, plots, and flowcharts. Only results, no points.
Oh, you show your work.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then you talk about the work problem.
So after this one, you still can do your assignment one correction. Does that make sense? But I won't give you too much recover, but you can try to bump up your assignment one results. Okay. So anyway, I'll leave this one here. I don't have space. I'll leave this one here. Okay. So this is assignment. This is question 2. Any question for this one? Go ahead. I will open the exam to you after this review, and it will be due this Friday. Because I will be able to grade it during the weekend, and you can know your results during the weekend. Okay.
Similar to this,
right?
Similar.
It is exactly similar. Randomly change the numbers. Okay. So okay, so we are doing the question 3 later. I want to take the easy one, the question 4 first, okay? So because the question 4 is much more easy. So for the question 4, what is the equation for this one? The cost of the proposed is equal to the cost of your exiting, and the size of your proposed divided by your size of your exiting, and the n power. Is that the correct equation?
Yes.
Correct equation? Okay, so we're putting those numbers in. So you have a cost for unit in for that one. So this is your cost of exiting, and this is your, oh, sorry. This is your size of exiting. This is your capacity of your exiting. And this is the cost of your exiting. And your capacity rate here is N is equal to 0.6, which is getting from here. And you're going to estimate that this one is your size of your proposed. So you will get your cost for your previous one, which is 19,24500 times with 15 divided by 650, and the n power is 0.6. So you will get this one. It's really, really easy a number here. So you can use Excel. The function is that one from the keyboard, the number 6K, right? Or you can use your calculator, or use your calculator with a power equation, power function. All right, so could you guys tell me the result for this one? So the number will be 1 73854, right? So this is question 4. I think most of you did that correctly for your assignment 1, right? So
I got the same answer.
okay, sounds good. This is 8. So that's good. So question 4 is not too much challenge. I'm not giving you the tables to find the n. So I'm not going to do this, okay? You won't have a table to find the n. You are exactly going this process, very straightforward, putting the number in and using the equation, getting the results. Okay, so let's come back to this one, the examples 3. So I think that is the challenge one, because as I told you before, so for here we only refer to CTC. That is the older one, previous one. And the new project will be in the CTB, right? But I don't know why you guys have some CTF and the CTP. Probably you refer this is a present and this is your future. No, that is not. So all right, so let's take a look at this one, how to deal with this one, okay? So we are finding the I to determine the time adjustment factor, right? So this is our first step we are going to do. So to do that, we will have some cash flow charts. So in this case, you have 4 years ago and the current year, which is 0. Does that make sense? So we're always using the largest difference from here. So if you have 10 years ago, then using 10 years ago. If you have 100 years ago, then use 100 years ago, right? So we have this one here is, and we have this one here is, and then we can convert this one to 0. So the reason we do this is because we want to convert it, because it's something years ago, we are not familiar with, we want to see this current year and then in the future, right? So that is why we see the P and the F here. So the P and F is only for the time adjustment, right? P is present, H is 0, and the F is a future, 4 years later, right? So you convert this one to here is you using +4, and convert this one to here, you using +4 as well, right? So I'm changing another color to show the difference here. So you +4 as well. So now we can have this function here. Your future value is equal your present value 1 plus I is interest rate and the year difference. So for we get N is 4 years difference, right? And we can put in the number in here, we will get, so this is your P and this is your F. So you have 436.2, or you can see 4362 is equal to 316, 18.4, 1 plus I, and N here is 4. Does that make sense? So you will get I is equal to and the -1. Is that correct? So you get I is equal to what? You are right. You are right. Okay, you get a 0.043 018. So you can 02, right? Doesn't matter. So so basically you can remove those two, right? You only needed to keep this one because here is 0. Does that make sense? Keep 4 decimal place, right? And you can, this one can also be 4.7, sorry, 4.3 percentages. It's the same number, right? So this is the same number. Or you get this one, right? Or you get I is equal to this one, right? Okay. Now you determine your I, and we are going to finding your time adjustment factor. So to finding your time adjustment factor, so you are looking the problem statement. So the problem statement is tell you you have a project is being constructed in the -3, which means 3 years ago, right? You have a project has been constructed 3 years ago, and your new one is going to be, your new one will be from 2 year. No, sorry. Your knowing project is construction the 2 years ago, and your new one will be 3 years from now. So this is your cash flow chart, right? You have -2 years ago, and you have 3 years from now. Then you can convert this one again to 0, and this will be 5. Does that make sense? Because you are using the -2 plus 2, and this 3 plus 2 as well. So in your calculation, you don't need to show me this this blue lines over here. You only need to show me this cash flow chart as this this green sense, okay? You only need to show me this green sense. Okay, then we can determine the n here is equal to what number? 5. That is why 5's come from, right? Okay, now we can find in the time adjustment will be is equal to 1 plus I and the n here, right? So that time adjustment is this one. And we can find that this time adjustment is equal to 1 plus 4.7, sorry, 4.3 percentages and the 5 here. Then this number is equal to you get a 1.2343. Is that correct? A different number? So make sure you are using
number.
You get a different number? What's
The
number?
same.
Oh, same number, yes. You will get the same number. Thank you. So make sure you are putting the number here. Keep the decimal place. The fraction is 4 decimal place, and the percentage is 1 or 2, right? So you are getting this number. So this is for your time adjustments. So once we're done with time adjustment, then we are using this table here to find the location adjustment factor. So this is our second step, right? So we know our project is going to be CTC, and the knowing project is in the CTB, right? So this will be equal to the index for B divided by the index of the C. Super easy. So the index for B is actually comes from here. And the index for C is come from here. I put it in the wrong way. So our project proposed one. Let me do one more thing. This is proposed, and this is existing. So then will be the index. We are going to have a project in CTC, and then we are going to have, we know a project in the CTB, right? So so then you are getting this 1260 divided by 1170. Just make sure you put in the correct sense here. You are using the index of your proposed divided by the index of your existing. And that will be changed to the index C divided by index B. So you're getting a number over here. So you don't need to have a final number for this one if you want to using your calculator to fast your process. But if you do want to, you can get a number here, 1260 divided by 1170. So you will get a the number over this one will be equal to
1.76.
1.0769, right? So if you keep 4 decimal, please. Okay, so then you have going to find the next is the size adjustment factory. So that will be your size of your proposed divided by the size of your existing. So will be the proposed one will be have the size your proposed have the size is 48,000. And your knowing one is 32,000, and this is 1.5, right? Then you can get your cost for the proposed project is equal to your existing cost for your knowing projects times with what? The size, the time adjustments, which is 1.0. One more zero? Yes, you're right. Times with your location adjustment, times with your size adjustments, then you are getting the number for here. So let me color those. So this is your location adjustments, and this is your size adjustment, and this is your time adjustments, and this number is comes from here. Okay. So your number will be close to if you have a different number, that may be because the round up issue, right? So so the correct number for this case will be 72182. Grace, you get the same number?
Yes, I think bottom of your screen.
All right.
3781.5.
Okay, I guess that's a random issue. So round up issue. So if you're using the time adjustment is 1.2343 and using your location adjustment is 1.0769 and you will get the result same as me here. This one will be the final results. So if you have a different number which is slightly different, that won't be a case to take off your points. But if you have the issue to getting all those time, location, and the size adjustment, then you won't be getting the full credits for that one. Okay, so so remember this one is the most calculation one. That means this is worth more money, worth more points than the others. All right, so this is question 3. Go review, same as your assignment 1, and this is using for our exam review. So you will see the same results. Similar questions, but number changes and is randomly assigned. Okay. So I also would like to show you how the question 2 will be looks like. So since we not yet have the SAGE yet, so we're not going to do the SAGE, but we were doing the quantitative of using the Navisworks, and please only export the selected quantities. Do not export all. If you export all, if you see your lab feedback, I see, please only export the selected one. Then please redo it, okay? So I believe this one only costs you about 5 minutes. So you know how to export those are combined, right? Using the keyboard key, control, using the key control and with your mouse to pick multiple, right? So so let's take a look at this one. So you are going to prepare an estimating summary report, which is only the quantity takeoff. And I will give you the midterm column over here. And the model is using the same one as your lab, right? And this information assignment 3 and 4, which will be removed because we won't have this one. So quite simple. So I will give you the lab 6, 7, 8, or the lab 9 and 10. So that will be the similar instruction. So a single report sorted by assembly, we don't need to have this one. So we will only be the select items only. And you don't need to do this one because this is for the SAGE. So we will be good off this one. So we don't have the e-takeoff bridge. As I told you, we will do the manual takeoff, but you will have this table. So we will take off the strip footing, we will take off the spirit footing, we will take off the concrete column, we will take off the concrete wall. So those are very easy one. You can find all those things in the structure foundation. And this will be the structure column. And this will be the structure wall. Very, very easy to find them, right? And you will have the WF1. I think you already did this one, but please only do one piece. So this one is referred to one piece. You have the footing F37-6. That means this is 730 foot plus 6 inch long. And you will only do one side, one piece. And you have your column CP 5. The 5 is a size, right? And because this is square, so this is a 5, this is a 5. So only do one piece. And only 22 is only one piece. Okay, only one piece. So I may add in something else, but I would see I will keep this table, won't change it. I won't change this table, okay, for this time. So you are exactly doing the same thing, okay? So this will be exactly your exam takeout part. So any questions so far? Go ahead.
When we turn it in, you want us to submit 2 separate files, or you want us to put it in one?
You are going to submit the 2 separate file. If you see the exam over here, this is for your calculation, and this is for your quantity takeoff.
Okay.
Okay, you still can do the Excel over here, but try to make your Excel only print in one page wide, okay? This is you uploading the Excel or you uploading the PDF, and this one is uploading your PDF. Go ahead.
Do you want the Nailworks file too, or just-
No, just the PDF or Excel. I prefer the PDF. You can print out in one page. And this one, please give me the PDF. If you writing if you're writing with the iPad, you should know how to export it to. For example, I'm doing the export all, and this one will be going to export all as a PDF. Please do not give me the screenshot. Please do not give me the individual pictures. Okay. If you handwriting, you take a pictures. If you're using the iPhone, please using the note function, and it can scan the documents and it can export as a PDF. If you really don't know, please go the Google searching combine PDF. It will be asking you to upload the pictures and give you the PDF. Okay? Question? You won't using the Sage. You only do the quantity takeoff. Just quantity takeoff. Yeah. So just take off. All right. So any more question? I will rewriting this.